2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2, drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'm gonna make it hard.
Welcome back, everyone, to Orchard Park, just south of Buffalo. Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of the second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills' offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
15 yards on the play. That's good for Bills. First down.
Allen gonna throw. Left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Round 80! What's that?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Alert! 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 What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Pass on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in points, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Nix from the shotgun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Cole Bishop on the cover.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. A gain of 12.
Once more with Harvey. That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before head. Out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after 6.
Not one that I've
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Past the 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills add 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Pass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. A nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Working to put a drive together. Here's Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing Nix. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll go play action with Nix. And his throw here is incomplete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180! What's that?
Off the play fake. Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Bills. 1st down.
What's that?
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Davis. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Cook again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 11.
Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
111 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to run with it. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and yard.
A toss to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bills getting set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run it again with Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Middle. Look out.
From the gun, a give to Davis. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Half 85, half it.
Throwing, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here comes 2nd down. Inside give to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Right here, they got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now 1st and goal.
Hey, tight.
Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Cook. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Hey, switch! Roy!
Here's Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 27.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Buffalo, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.